Okay, welcome to lesson 13, image manipulation. In this lesson, we're gonna learn how to use CSS to add special effects to our images. So if you like experimenting with or applying filters to your images on social media, then you're really gonna enjoy this lesson. It's really fun. The only difference with this lesson is that you're gonna be coding your filters instead of just hitting the apply button. So first one is the invert filter. In this exercise, we're going to create our own invert filter. Each color in the image will be inverted to its opposing color in the RGB spectrum. Keep the original image the same, but style the inverted image such that it has an invert filter of 100%. Okay, so this is what it's going to look like originally. And then when we invert it, this is what we're going to get. Okay, so just a quick note on the invert image. What's happening is, okay, so it's starting with all of the colors mapped out to the RGB spectrum. Remember, RGB stands for red, green, blue. And what happens with the invert image filter is that it's going to take any red color, it's going to convert it to cyan. It's going to take any green color, convert it to magenta, and any blue color, it's going to convert to yellow. Okay, so that is what we mean by inverted. If you want more information on this filter or the other CSS filters available, I'm going to link this W3C CSS filter property page. It basically has all of the filters that you can work with and what these filters do. Okay, so you can consult this if you want some more detailed information and even play around with some of the filters here. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. We are going to first run our image. Okay, so when we start, it's going to look exactly identical. So we want to invert our original image and see the differences down here. Okay, so over in the style sheet, we are going to create a rule and we're going to use our inverted image. Okay, so we need to, let's just double check this. Okay, but style the inverted image. Okay, so I'm just going to, I don't think this has a class, so I'm going to go ahead and give it a class first of inverted image so that I could style it. And then over in the style sheet, I'm going to write a rule for my image with the inverted image class. So the dot just means any image tag that has that class. So in this case, any tag, image tag that has inverted image class. To add the filter, we're just going to use the filter property. Then you are going to write the name of the filter you want to use, which is invert, and we want to set it to 100%. Okay, so let's save this and run it. And there you go. Okay, so you have the resulting effect under the inverted image heading. Let's check this and make sure that should define a CSS rule for class invert. Okay, so just I'm glad I checked this. All right, so over in index, let's just change this to class invert so that you don't get any problems with the checker. Technically, our code is correct and it's working, but just so that you don't run into this checker issue, make sure you change it to invert. Okay, so that wraps up our first exercise. Okay, this is pretty cool because you coded the filter yourself and it's totally customizable. So that 100% value, you can adjust that to whatever you want. So if we brought it down to 60, for example, you could run that and see the difference. So it's not going to be as dramatic of an inversion as the 100%. So just a note that these filters are totally customizable. If you're going to experiment, just make sure you change it back so you don't run into any issues with the checker. Okay, nice job on invert. You guys are doing great.